What's going on? It's the Amazing SB, aka the Purple 7 Guard from Queens. I want to give a big shout out, huge shout out to Big Veg, the Rocarazzi. Check us out, theamazingsb.com, audionarcos.com. Follow me on all social media platforms, The Amazing SB. Google me. Bleh. What's going on, guys? It's your man Big Veg. I am your Rocarazzi media ambassador. You know what time it is, man. You know it's time for my Rocarazzi Memoir Series. And you know who I am. I am the Rocarazzi, so that means I am your number one networking tool for the media. And as I just said, it's time for my Rocarazzi Memoir Series, where I basically tap into the past, present, and future of one's career. And today I got a dope producer, right? In fact, he's so dope, he's amazing, right? And it's in his name, so it goes with it, right? Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, so I'm here with the Amazing SB. How you, my brother?
Bless, my brother. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, you know, taking the time out. I know you're busy doing your thing. Quick rewind, you know what I'm saying? I met this brother do Drawzilla's DITC beats per minute movement back a couple months ago, and we've been keeping in contact. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing his thing, I've been doing my thing. I'm like, yo, it's time for us to do that interview, and here we are. You know what I mean? So big shout out to my man Drawzilla. It's because of him I got a chance to meet him, and you know the whole movement and all that. So shout out to the whole Drawzilla, you know what I'm saying, and all that. You know what I mean? Holla at my man Drawzilla if you need that time and all that. We are located at Ear Candy Studios, right?
LLC Queens. Yes, we are. Yo, hold on. First of all, shout out to Rock Runner Radio, man. Press? Yeah. Rock Runner Press. Rock Runner Press. Yeah. Right?
Yes, you got it.
Veg.
Yeah.
Veg.
Yeah.
My nigga, man.
That's what it is, man. I'm here, man. So let's get into it, man. Once again, this is my Rocarazzi Memoir Series. So we're basically gonna tap into your past, present, and future of your career. So first, before we get deep into the past, the Amazing SB, like, what does that stand for? Does SB stand for, like, superior being? You know, say, hey, right? If it doesn't, it might. I don't know. I just want 10%. That's it. That's all I want, 10%. That's all I want. No, but seriously, so where does the Amazing SB come from? Like, as your producer name, as your brand? Was that your first producer name? Like, talk to us about your name.
So, originally I was called, well, I called myself, I was called Sick Beats. I was called Sick of It All by a few people I know.
Okay.
Sick of It All. I was just a wild kid running around doing stupid shit.
Oh, okay.
Started making beats. I needed a name. Sick Beats. '09, I used it. Then I started seeing other people were using it. So I had to just switch it up. I love Spider-Man. I'm from Queens.
Hey.
The Amazing SB. SB still stands for Sick Beats.
Okay.
Just SB's for short.
SB's for short. That's the BVE. Yeah.
The Amazing SB.
Wow, that's what's up. That's what's up. And okay, that's what's up. It's Sick Beats because he makes sick beats, right? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm connecting y'all. Okay, cool. So that's what's up. So the Amazing SB. So let's start obviously from your past. You know, I read your bio. Obviously, you were born and raised in Queens. Correct. Grew up there, and you know, obviously coming up in the '90s, which was called the golden era. You know, where you had so much dope producers, so much dope music coming out of not just Queens but New York in a whole, from Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? Jay Dilla. You know what I'm saying? Primo and the whole Gangstar movement and all that. So I mean, I could go on for days. Jungle Brothers and De La Soul, the whole. You know what I'm saying? The whole.
You know, we could keep going. You know, yeah. Nah, you know.
Right. But like I said, you growing up in the '90s, you got a chance to be around this and hear this. So. But how did you tap into wanting to, I guess, start how to, I guess, make beats, like to get into your whole producer, you know what I'm saying, producer mode? How did you start, you know, make your way into making beats?
So, been in the streets for a while. Wanted to change up my life. I was having my son. Well, I wasn't having, you know, my son was about to be born. He was coming, yeah. Was expecting my son, and I needed to change. So I had a friend of mine introduced me to Fruity Loops. Another friend who introduced me to Reason. I stuck on Reason. I started making beats '03. 03, 04. I started really getting serious in 09. So what really made me make beats though, I was always around music, always around DJs, producers and stuff. But I was in the streets. So that Mobb Deep sound,
that gritty New York,
gritty Queens melodic, that Alchemist, that Havoc sound is what made me.
that pushed you.
That pushed me, bro. And then, you know, from there on, I started doing originals, and then I learned how to sample, and then now I'm back doing original music. So it's been a journey. Word.
And your list of producers that you worked, the list of artists that you worked with from Joel Ortiz. I mean, it's a long list. I mean, why don't you go ahead and drop some names that you've worked with thus far?
So I dropped a project 4 years ago with a friend of mine. It's called Rick. It's called Rick Presents Sorry I'm Late, hosted by Redman.
Whoa!
So that was a mixtape we dropped. I produced the whole mixtape. And my first placement on that tape, period, with Joel Ortiz.
Dope MC.
Yeah, Dope MC.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Shout out to New York, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Joel Ortiz, Sean Price.
Oh, rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? I had Chris Rivers on it.
Hey.
DNA the Battle Rapper.
Hey.
A couple of other, underground artists. We got All Lyrics on it. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Ella G. You know, a few more.
That's Sean Price's right hand man.
Exactly. So, I'm on the Lloyd Banks Halloween Havoc 3 mixtape. That was, and then I think that was the last main artist. Okay. But yeah, man, been working, bro.
That's what's up, man. What I guess still sticking to your past. Obviously, you getting into the producing. I mean, I think it's a great thing that hip hop has helped you, obviously to get out of the streets to move towards something positive. I mean hip hop was constructed for that. I feel like that's a really good thing. I mean, I want to really focus on that, moving from the streets to producing to music, you know what I'm saying? Like doing music to get your way, you know what I'm saying?
Facts, nah, agreed. Hip hop definitely saved my life. But I listen to different music, all genres, especially being Latino, my growing up with my mom. My mom listened to a lot of Smokey Robinson, a lot of, Al Green, Marvin
James Brown.
James Brown.
Yeah, that group.
Yeah. Because she was born in Dominican Republic, but she came out here when she was young, and then she caught on to the
American culture and all that.
Yeah, so, but growing up with I was raised by my grandmother, who listened to the Spanish ballads like Julio Iglesias, Jose, and other dope ass artists, Latino artists. Right.
And I feel like you were young and you hearing all this music, speaking of Ear Candy Studios, right? The Ear Candy was going crazy, oh shit, what is this? What is this sound? Why is this, the bass is crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then 20 years later, you here making beats, right?
It's crazy. Now, well, the arts was always in my family. My grandmother was a seamstress. She used to make wedding dresses and she used to make clothes. So, she was into the fashion. So, nice. And I was always a fashionista type of guy. Okay. I was always into fashion and shit when I was younger. So, it's in us. My sister, my older sister, was actually, she had good vocals. She was a singer. Nice. So yeah, okay. It's in our blood, man. Okay. It's dope, yeah.
So what he's saying is, I'm a brag for him. I'm saying, him and the family came up. They was looking fly. They had the, the dresses and all that. They doing their thing. They dress fly. They know what it is. And his family also had music in their blood. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Let's fast forward to the present. You have a movement, Audio
Narcos.
So how did you start that? How did that start? Give us that, because like we were talking off camera before we got to the studio, a lot of rappers use that, not that, but that technique in their rhymes, like a punchline or whatever. What made you choose to to take that brand and make it yours?
Trying to go back maybe 3 years ago. I was working with someone at the moment, and we was bouncing off ideas. I came up with the Audio Narcos name, being that, there was a show called Narcos,
Right.
The whole Pablo Escobar movement, and being Latino, being I would say a real migo. You know what I'm saying? No habla inglés. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I just put it all in, all in one cluster. I mean, put it all in one pot, stirred it up, came up with the Audio Narcos thing. Because it's just, I'm off the streets, pushing that audio narcotics. I would say music is a drug, so it's
so addictive.
It's so addictive. So the slogan is get addicted to our sound. Audio crack, audio dope, audio meth, whatever drugs you take. I'm not condoning taking drugs, but it's ear drug. It's more of a for the soul, for your emotions, for your it's a passion. It's a lot of things. It's a movement, man. So it's a brand. Audio Narcos. Audio narcotics is just a saying. It's just like audio traficantes. Audio by the kilo. These are the little slogans that I came up with, and then my whole big thing, my whole idea was becoming a production company. Like Justice League or like 1500 or nothing,
right.
An elite team of musicians and producers. I'll get there. It's working.
Yeah.
It's working. But as of right now, I'm just branding it out. So it's more of a lifestyle. It's a culture. It's everything. Audio Narcos.
And how long have you had this brand for? You said 3 years?
Yeah, this is the 4th year right now. So yeah.
4-year anniversary coming up, yo.
Yeah, check us out, audionarcos.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what's up. And let's say let's say an artist is watching, they want to get in touch with you. Obviously, they go to the website. You guys supply just production, or is obviously that's the main thing, right?
Well, right about now, what we're supplying is we're branding as far as merchandise. So we're branding ourselves with merchandise. So on that website is just merch.
Okay.
Now, if you want production, you go through me, the Amazing SB. Right. And then exactly. Right, and then Audio Narcos is my publishing company. It's just a company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I say it's everything. It's just my whole life. This is my lifestyle. Okay. Yeah.
Holla at the man. My man got some beats. So let's talk about your production. Now, as a producer, I feel like in order to stand out, especially nowadays, you can't really stay in one lane. Like everybody's, or I would say not everybody, but a lot of producers are really mainly on like the trap wave. You know what I'm saying? Or they're stuck in one lane. Like what advice do you have, you being somewhat of a veteran producer, to those that are watching, how to kind of be different, maybe do a little more sampling, maybe experiment more, because there's so much music nowadays, from EDM to hip hop to funk to jazz to even country to classical, to you could just mix and stir in the pot. You know what I'm saying? So give some advice to those producers that might be watching. They're maybe just starting. And give some advice.
Number one thing, don't overthink. Just create. Create what you love. Mix all genres into yours. So put a little trap into it, put a little hip hop into it, put a little pop into it.
Right.
Whip it up.
Right.
Make it come back. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Now, when you sit there and I have this problem all the time. Sometimes I overthink, and it don't come out. It's not called B block or nothing. It's just I get lost, and it's like I lose interest. So I'm an Aries, so I was like, I gotta be, and then I don't even. It's not fun to make the beat. Now it's like I'm working. I'm working.
You don't want it to be work.
I don't want it to be work because I'm creating. It's like I'm drawing a picture. It's just with melodies. I'm painting that picture. That's what it is. So just create. But there's no right or wrong. There's no right. What I'm saying is not right. What I'm saying is not wrong. It's whatever you want it to be.
Right.
Music, making music. There's no right or wrong way. That's the jewel. That's the gem right there.
That's what's up, man. And let's also go into sampling. This has been kind of a good thing and a bad thing in a sense, especially in hip hop. I put up an Instagram post today. I'm not sure if you know. Obviously, you heard of Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. They have the record Uptown Baby, you know what I'm saying, Deja Vu. You know that they're not the songwriters on paper for that song, because they had to give up their publishing, they had to give up their royalties in order to use the sample.
That's I think that was Elvis Crespo sample, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's Stanley D or it was
a Spanish joint.
It was a rock band. It was something.
You talk about the New York, the one that they in the video in the Yankee
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
But in the beginning that's not from a rock. That's from a Spanish record.
Right.
Yeah, maybe they might have sampled another part of it,
Right,
but that one is from a Spanish record, which is freaking known to all the Latinos.
Right,
I think that's Elvis Crespo, if I'm not mistaken. But
so my point is my point is sampling. I mean, pros and cons about that. You know what I'm saying? Like talk about the importance of it, because obviously sampling is a key factor in production, but it could also hurt you in hip hop. It's in hip hop. Excuse me, in hip hop. But it could be deadly in a sense for the long run. Like, talk about that.
Well, it's up to you. You create what you want to create.
Right.
You know, when we're sampling, we're really taking ideas from the original musician and just implementing our own ideas on top of it, but we're not asking for permission.
Right.
So it's like contradicting itself a little bit, where it's like, you sample, but you're really kind of like, you're stealing somebody's work and putting your work on top of it, and then not trying to be caught.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So
yeah. It could go either way.
it's like you make a beat, and I come out with that beat a few months or years later. You come on, you be like, yo, that nigga stole my beat.
Right. That's mine. Damn. But he's getting all the light, all the shine, all the money.
So it's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I studied that. I was always thinking, I'm like, yo, you're borrowing, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
You're taking.
It's funny. Yeah, you're taking. Unless you before you do, you reach out to the musician, you let him know what's going on, you ask him permission, and then you do it.
Do you sample? Oh, you don't.
Well,
Have you sampled?
I didn't mean to answer that. You was gonna ask me about sample. I do sample. I thought you was gonna ask me, have you done that? I never really reached out to any musicians or anything like that. I know Just Blaze does that though. He reaches out to a lot of from the samples he uses, the musicians to pay that copyright, because there's two different copyrights.
Yes.
Part of the copyrights. There's a master recording, and then there's a musician part where they played.
Right.
So you want to avoid the label, which is the master recording.
Listen up, y'all. Listen up.
And you want to go contact the musicians and because there's two parts. So
Go to the source.
Go to the source. So you're not sampling from the master recording, which is the label owns most of the times. Right. You would sample their part, like, you know what I'm saying, their musician part. So,
but like you said, you don't sample at all.
I do. I have sampled. I sampled. I still sample. I'm just trying to do a lot of other original stuff, just to have original shit. So when artists want original shit, I have it instead of just creating. So sampling is cool. I sample, but you don't really have to sample no more. Like,
there's so much sounds out there.
There's so much websites. There's Splice. There's sounds.com, splice.com. There's Tracklib, where you can you pay for the licensing to use that sample, or you can write out and buy that sample from there. So, there's a lot of different things. You don't gotta look at records no more. I don't even record dig no more. MP3s or loops or wherever there's sound, I record it on my phone, Shazam, wherever. Like, boom. If I'm gonna sample, Shazam. But I mean, look, I'm not here to say sampling is wrong or stop sampling. Just create. But that's the good side of it, is creating, and you hear something and you want to implement your own on it. But then the bad side comes where the money, the business part comes, where majority, like he said, based on that record, the songwriter wanted majority of the royalties.
Wanted everything.
Wanted everything. So I would have not done. I mean, all the hits, all them singles, they're samples, and a lot of them are samples, which is it's a fact. But after the check gets cut.
Right.
And then you see, because you're gonna take the hit by yourself. They're not gonna take the hit with you. They're not. You're gonna take the hit for clearing it.
Right.
Because
Right.
well, it depends on what producer you are. You know, if you got the situation, you're Pharrell, you got leverage.
But you're good, yeah.
Yeah, you got leverage.
Pharrell,
So then
you're Just
everybody,
Blaze,
you know, everybody. But if you're just a not known producer, or you don't got a good lawyer, or you don't got good connections, it's gonna fall on you, and then that check is not gonna look the way it's supposed to look.
Right. And then you're gonna be like, oh damn.
Yeah, you will, but then maybe people start calling you. You know, people want to work with you, and the money will come in after that. So there could be different factors.
In the long, it depends on the situation.
Depends on the situation. Right. It depends on the timing is everything, man. So it just depends. It all depends on when it happens.
That's what it is, yo. So y'all, I just gave y'all a bunch of gems right now, so y'all need to thank me. You know, they word up.
But you know what? All the gems are out there right now for free.
Yeah.
The online, instead of going on IG, posting a pic, selfie, your new sneakers, a beat.
Yeah.
Go study the business.
Yeah, it's
Google's your best friend. You Google any other stupid shit, but you don't Google nothing for business. Right. So all that info is free. ASCAP, you can call them. BMI, you can call them. You can ask all the questions you want. Do the research. Know the business.
That's what it goes down to, it, man. What do you? All right, so let's talk about the president. What are you doing now with the movement? With, you know what I'm saying? What is the Amazing SB doing right now as far as your beats? Are you working? Have you put out any like beats tapes or anything? Like, what are you doing now?
So as of right now, my recent project is called Sorry Not Sorry by Devo D. It's an artist, singer, rapper from the Bronx. He's a songwriter. He's a platinum songwriter for the Nelly album. The last Nelly album just came out. Wow. I think it was a DJ Mustard track. I forgot the name of it. He's a platinum songwriter. Wow. I produced the track. It's out there on iTunes. Okay. You can just Google it. It's called Sorry Not Sorry.
And that's the whole record, or just
single?
Oh, just okay, the single. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's a song. It's a single. Sorry Not Sorry, produced by the Amazing SB. That's out. It came out in November, so that's like the most recent song that I have out. Okay. I'm working on a mixtape. I'm working on an EP. Working on the Audio Narcos EP, Audio Narcotics mixtape. Working on some beat tapes with my man Devon Thompson, dope ass producer. I'm working with a few other producers. Been collabing with a lot of producers, just trying to give opportunity to other producers that deserve the spotlight and don't know how to actually go out and claim it. Because that's what it is. You know, you're already a star. You just got to go out there and claim it. Yeah. You know, you was born a star. You know, whatever's meant for you is always gonna be meant for you. Right. No matter who puts salt in your shit or jinxes you or nothing. You know, just always remember. Trust the process. Yeah. And then, so, you know, obviously, you know, if people don't know, iStandard is one of my clients. iStandard, so I recruit for them.
You're an ambassador from them.
Yeah, I'm the ambassador for them. I'm a lead recruiter. Wow. I run their social media, their Instagram.
How'd you get? Well, obviously, I'm sure you've been through their boot camp, or not just boot camp, but beat. Excuse me, beat. See, I don't know. I'm not a producer, right? But that's who he put me on. So do their beat camp, do their events and all that, because I know they be having events all over the world. How did you get linked up with them? As far as like, so tell your story how you got linked up with iStandard.
So I've been with iStandard for, this is gonna be my 4th year.
Jay Hatch, right?
Well, yeah, Jay Hatch is the co-owner, and Don DiNapoli. He's Don DiNapoli and Jay Hatch. They're the co-founders of iStandard. I actually got on board this is gonna be April. It's gonna be the 4th year. I actually got on board 4 years ago through Mr. Jones, who was the social media manager at the time. Okay. And you know, I attended one of their beat camps. That's how I found out. I found out about them through Devo D. But then I attended one of the beat camps to find out what was going on. Right. And then the following year, I was broke. I wanted to actually go, and I was broke, and I won one of their contests on IG. And that's how I got to meet Mr. Jones. So I won the contest. I won the pass. I had my mixtape. Sorry, I'm late. Already on. So I was ready. I was ready to work. Business, SB. Promote, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've been with them since, and you know, iStandard is part of my, you know, it's my family. You know, shout out to iStandard, Jay Hatch, Don, everybody else at iStandard, and it's been crazy.
I feel like iStandard is another movement that helps producers really understand what they're trying to do. Especially for you producers that are up and coming and you don't understand how to get into the game, the fundamentals, the knowledge. If you guys are really having a hard time trying to research and understand what a producer does, how to acquire income from it and then invest properly, like iStandard is definitely that movement you definitely want to get with. And then the network. I mean, the networking with the producers that they have. Oh my God. And then they also help you with getting placements in the industry, you know what I'm saying? So you could climb the ladder slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, iStandard is definitely the superb platform for producers, songwriters, because we actually got
songwriters too.
We about producers and songwriters. Like, if we was to be a union, like that's who we defending.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, not too much of the artists, because the artist already has that platform. They got the spotlight. They, we're behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Right,
you guys are basically crafting the joint and all that. Yeah.
Right, we're the creators. So
exactly.
It's definitely a platform you definitely want to reach out to. You can just reach out to me on Instagram at @the_amazing_SB and just DM me your city and email and let me know you're interested in showcasing when your city. Because we go to different cities throughout the states.
Right.
We don't go to all. We go to about maybe 64 cities, if I'm not mistaken. And so what we do is we showcase your beats, or showcase your song. As a songwriter, it will be a intimate setting, an in-studio setting where there'll be a few songwriters. It's not a beat battle. It's not a songwriter battle. It's a showcase.
And showcasing
your talent, your material. So, and you'll get judged by industry execs or industry producers or songwriters, and this gives you the opportunity to network with people that you can't actually get to. It's like when I found out about iStandard, I got to Rockwaller. Fucking Six Figure Digger.
Yeah.
These are producers around the 90s, my time. But we dealing with 808 Mafia Fuse, So we dealing with the latest producers as well.
Also the legends as well.
And and the upcomers and Ben Billions and what I'm saying, Symbolic One, Cardiac Flatline.
Right.
These guys, they showcase with us and look where they at now. They Grammy award-winning producers and platinum.
They doing their thing.
So you don't have to be dope. If you're confused and you need critique, you need to be critiqued. Guidance. You come to one of the showcases, you play your beat, and they would tell you whether you're doing something right or you're doing something wrong or you're doing something right. But you might be doing the right thing, and they're just like, yo, bro, I got no critique.
Right.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
And then you network and potential clients, potential fans, and it's marketing for you.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Building the brand.
You're building the brand, and you get to be part of an ecosystem for producers. Where we got licensing opportunities, placements. There's prizes. Of course, there's prizes, and I tell the dudes all the time, it's not about being first place, second place. It's not about the prize, because whatever you're paying, you probably could buy it.
Right.
It's more of the experience.
Yeah.
You're
learning.
You know what I'm saying? It's the network. The submission process is free.
Right.
However, if you do get selected, a coordinator from that city will contact you and let you know the details. So not everybody gets selected.
Right. That's what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
about the money.
Right.
Network
Right.
is very big.
That's what's up. Hey. That's what it is. Future goals for your brand, for SB, for the amazing SB. Like, what are future goals you have for the rest of 2018 going into 19? Because we're about to hit the summer, we're about to hit the fall. Like, what's your goals for the rest of the year going into the next year?
Make $1 million by this year. My goal is to hit that million by any means necessary. Now, when I say that, I'm a producer, I'm a beat maker. I do branding, I do marketing, I do distribution. I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats.
Right.
You gotta be that type of person in this type of industry, because I'm my own manager. I'm my own promoter. Amazing SB. I'm not saying that. I don't need to manage yet, because I can manage a lot of my stuff. they'll get to a point where I can't manage it, and that's when I need a manager. Mm-hmm. You don't need a manager just because you fucking need a manager. Right. A lot of these dudes get it, twisted. But
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah,
trust me,
my goal is to definitely have Audio Narcos how I want it, as a production team with signed producers, with placements under the belt, couple of Grammys, couple of platinum plaques. But the milli is definitely the main goal. I want to make investments. I want to purchase, property, and just in case the music shit don't blow up.
Right.
Even
Plan B.
Yeah. Well, yes and no, because my plan B is to make sure plan A works.
Okay.
But you gotta have, especially living in New York City, New York, because you live in New York, I live in New York, right?
It'd be expensive, the bills, man.
You gotta have at least 7 streams of income coming in
to live.
And I picked 7 because that's my favorite number.
Hey,
7.
Very lucky.
Yeah, the purple 7 God.
Hey, that's right. 7 represents God, right? There you go.
And not only that, we over here in Long Island City, and the 7 train is right here. And that's why I'm from Corona, and it was one way in, one way out. 7 train.
Yeah.
And that's why I call myself the purple 7 God. But there's other reasons as well.
Right.
But going back to this, you gotta have these streams of income and set up different streams, whether it's consultation services, teaching people how to make beats. These are all my services that I have currently. So I have a branding consultation service on FaceTime. It'll be online.
Okay.
A half hour. Then I got a beat critique service where if these producers want me to listen and then critique their beats, that's another service
for advice.
Right, for advice and knowledge. Right, and then the last one will be teaching people how to make beats.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, from A to Z, like from the skeletons, no.
Exactly. So I'm just teaching you how to make a beat. I cannot teach you how to make a hit.
Right.
Because that's something you got to
That's
come
something
in
you got to acquire yourself with passion.
I teach you how to make a beat on whatever DAW you want or you use in a studio. You can get those services at my website, which is www.theamazingsb.com. And look up on the tabs where it says services.
Wow.
And then, PayPal, is one click away, easy. And then we'll set up a date. But these are services that I got to come up with because people think as a producer, beat maker, you're selling beats. I'm not working a 9 to 5. This is my 9 to 5. I'm an entrepreneur.
Right.
So I got to put food on the table. Got to have these consultation services. Got to have merchandise. Got to have income coming in, bro. There's no excuse why nobody should be making money. The money's already printed. All you got to do is go out there and claim it.
Gotta go get it.
Claim what's yours. The world is ours.
Hey, shout out to Nas. That's what it is, right?
Yo, shout out to Nas, man, because if it wasn't for Nas, I won't be the half man, half amazing.
There you go.
Amazing SB.
There you go. Queens MC. It makes sense, right? He's from Queens. I'm just putting it together. Okay. Oh, that's what's up. I'm just saying. I got it. That's what's up. Last couple of things. You've been throwing it out there, but, just to end the interview, drop your information out there. Where could people follow you? Obviously, you got services as well. So I want them to go to your website. So shout out the website again, but then also shout out, where people could check you out as far as your social media handles and all that. You know what I'm saying? But first, start with the website.
So my website is www.theamazingsb.com.
And then for the
Audio Narcos is audionarcos.com. Now, if you want to follow on social medias, is at @the_amazing_SB. So I got to separate everything.
Right.
I got one time somebody says they called me the Amazingsb.
Come on, guys.
So, yeah.
What we doing?
Yeah. And then you can follow Audio Narcos at Audio Narcos. Follow iStandard at iStandard. Now, for the services, you go on my website for the Amazing SB services. If you want beats, Amazing SB, I have .com. I have some beats up there on BeatStars and Airbit. Not all my beats get posted on site though. I have internet beats.
Right. And
then
you
I
got
the Vote beat.
The Vote.
I've been working with my man Devon Thompson. We got 74 beats in within. This week, it'll be 2 months. It's not like we've been 2 months straight. It's only been when he has off from work, which is 2 days out of the week.
Oh, so y'all go in.
So we go in from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. because wifey come home and she shuts this down.
Yo.
I don't have a studio. I work from
Yo, Poppy, we gotta cut that out.
She already knows. She just looks at me and it's done. Word. And go follow my man Devon Thompson. It's at PROD Devon Thompson. I mean, he's a cool guy, man. He's Audio Narcos. You know, look him up. But definitely check us out. Now for the Audio Narcos merchandise, we got t-shirts. I got stickers for $1. Which I have right here.
No, grab it. It's cool.
I got these stickers.
Yeah.
Okay. Stickers for $1 each. I have them on the website for a 5-pack. It's $5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then Audio Narcos t-shirts. This is the brand logo. They're $35, shipping including. PayPal, credit card away. Boom. That's it, man. Word.
What's up? And last thing, last words and last shout outs.
Shout out, first of all, shout out to Ear Candy Studios.
Yes.
Shout out to my man Sofa King.
Sofa, what up, homie?
Word. Yo, check him out.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Check him out on Instagram, Sofa King. Like, fuck your couch. Sofa King. Shout out my niggas, the Grand Heist. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the amazing SB. Gotta pat myself in the back.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Still here.
Gotta shout my man Veg. True hip hop right here, man. You know, shout out iStandard.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to all my supporters out there on Instagram. Shout out to New York for heavily supporting the amazing SB Audio Narcos. Shout out to my wife, my son Jael.
There you go.
About to be 14, man.
Wow. Oh, word, son. Teenage state, son.
Man.
Wow.
You know, and you know, shout out hip hop, man. Shout out everybody that's contributed to hip hop and helped make me who I am today. Right. You know, there's so many to mention.
Yeah, but you know who you are.
You know, yeah, and I've shouted y'all out. You know, you know, and I love everyone, man. Salute, man. Blessed. Always remember, you're blessed. Right. As soon as you wake up.
That's right. Blessed to wake up, right?
Blessed. God gave you the opportunity to be someone or to go get that bag.
Another day.
Don't be a bum. Take care of your kids.
That's right.
Don't be outside just collecting air, breathing air.
Yeah.
Make fucking money.
Make it worth it.
I love y'all, man. For real.
That's what it is. I'm with the amazing SB, man. You guys, I'm here, man. We are here, man. It's the Rocarazzi. It's the Rocarazzi Memoir Series, man. Where I told you, man, I tap into the past, present, and future of one's career, and now you know the past, present, and future of my man SB's career, man. And obviously, he's got more to come, and I got more for you. I got more producers. I got more DJs. I got more actors, man. You know what I do, man. I am the Rocarazzi, man. I told y'all.
Shout out to all the producers and songwriters out there, man. Shout out to everybody doing your thing. Right. Trust the process. There's nothing overnight.
Yo, my man SB's not trying to get no type of hate messages. Yo, shout out to everybody. You're not trying to get no hate. Yo, man, why ain't you shout me out, son? But that's what it is, man. And I got more for y'all, man. I want y'all to stay tuned and keep it locked, man. All right, stay tuned.
I had reached out to Devo D. We worked. Devo D's a dope artist from the Bronx, singer, songwriter, artist, rapper, everything. I was like, yo, I got this dope beat. You know what I'm saying? See, you fuck with it or not, man. He liked it. So sure enough, he was like, yo, look, you know, I'm working on a couple of other things. He was working on the Nelly album he was writing to. And so he took his time with it. And recently I just got his call, like, yo, he's coming out with a project. Rick is putting that together. So basically he said that's the single on the mixtape he got. Sorry I'm late too, and Sorry Not Sorry was Birth.
Young nigga living, young nigga vibing, young nigga sipping, young nigga get to the chicken, young nigga fresh out the kitchen, serving and whipping, young nigga rolling, young nigga ride that whip like it's stolen, young niggas out of control, and young niggas sick to the code, and so do